Hello teacher, The Road Through the Hills and other stories to talk about a boy who was on vacation university studied architecture in London and on his holiday decides to visit buildings. A congregation in the town of Melbourne caught his attention. For this he undertook a trip to the site. At 2 o'clock he decides to rest and stay where Ted Burroughs was very friendly. Then he returned to the center of town to continue with the search and found nothing. He approached a lady and asked her about for Melbourne Temple. She answered him by handing him a piece of paper with a map of the place. He undertook a new journey, but he also didn't find the place. He realized that where he was similar to box that Mary had in her house, and returning to where Ted. He received him with a drink and told him the story of Mary and her son Lawrence. They had an accident on railroad where Lawrence died. He decides to go on a trip and went to say goodbye to Mary but didn't find her. The Music of the Forest. This story is based on Larry and June Adams, an American couple who watched from the patio as the owner of the hotel played the piano. For Larry, it was unpleasant while others enjoyed them. Larry only thought about killing a tiger and having his head. His wife didn't agree and told him to draw a picture. He was infatuated with it, but as time passed, he made the decision to return home to his wife without hurting the tiger. The Detective. This is a story about Peter who worked in a supermarket checking that people didn't steal the products. One day Peter was seeing an old man who was in the wine section, and a girl appeared and realized that she had stolen a package of tea. He questioned her. Forgetting about the old man, minutes later they left without taking any product, and Peter left, realized that grandfather and daughter. The Restaurant. This story tells about Cliff Gordon, who owned the Flower Garden restaurant. His friend Marcos told him that they will approach the restaurant because a very important inspector would go to the hotel where his restaurant was located. The day arrived, and with it Mr. Hawks and Mr. Williams. Clive took good care of Mr. Hawks, thinking that he was the inspector, and left Mr. Williams aside. When they finished the testing, Mr. Williams told him that she is the inspector, and Clive had a great surprise and was left dreaming because he didn't treat her as he should. She told him that she was not going to put him on the list because of the treatment he receives and how he treated his daughter.